Hi there, everybody. I'm Jennifer Angel, life and business intuitive consultant and coach, and a professional astrologer. All right, so today we're going to talk about Venus and Venus retrograde in Leo. And I love this because my vision and mission in life is to help people get to know, love, and appreciate and respect themselves and all of themselves. And that's why I love astrology, because I really believe that, if we just keep doing the same things and we don't get to know who we are, we're attracting the same lessons all the time, okay? And so astrology, particularly a chart reading, full chart reading, is so complex. It's so highlights so many realization and insights that just help us get to know who we are more. Okay, so I'm going to share the screen now. I have a PowerPoint presentation, so here we go. So let's just, okay, so there we are. So Venus retrograde. Now, this is my keys to financial success and wealth attraction, how to harness the energy of Venus and transform your relationship with money. So Venus really stays in a sign usually for about 1 month. So this is an extended period that we're going into with the Venus retrograde in Leo for a couple of months or so. All right, so first of all, let's talk about the vibratory energy of Venus. All right, so we all know Venus is like the love goddess, and I think, most of us, when we think about Venus, we think, oh, okay, so it's all about love and relationships, right? But Venus also is one of the planets that governs money, and more importantly, our relationship with money. Okay, so it's how we think and feel about money can literally just set us up for success or failure. So we want to look at our money story. How do we feel about money? How do we think about it? Do we love it and we're attracting more, or do we have like a love-hate relationship? So this is a great time because to just go into that further, okay? Because when Venus is a retrograde, it's like gives the illusion, the energy of the planet slows down, and it gives the illusion that it's going back, the illusion that it's retrograde. It's almost like when you're passing a car and or on the subway, and it gives that illusion that the car is going backwards. It's not, it's just going slower. Okay, so in that sense, retrogrades are always a time to go in. And this just gives us a chance to look at our love and our money story. Today in this presentation, I'm just looking at our money story, okay? So we want to consider how we make money, what our financial goals are. If you don't have any goals, it's a great time to set it, and what we can change to improve our financial situation. And if you don't already have that in place, then go ahead and have a look at my Life Purpose Mastery program. It's a program that I took from my self-mastery one-on-one 8-week course and brought it all into an online 8-week course at a fraction of the cost. Okay, goes through you can work on any area of life, but if you're working on your money and your finances, it's like set goals. It's going to work on your money story. It's going to just set you an empowerment program, and once you have a look at your values and you set your goals, and then you chunk that down to action points, then we're going to look at your resistance level. All right, great program, very powerful program. And you can upgrade to the VIP, which is you're doing the program but working with me one-on-one as well, if that's what you prefer to do. All right, so let's talk about Venus, the energy of Venus. So Venus energy rules 2 signs. This is a vibratory energy of the rulership. So the same energy is the energy, overall energy is the same for everyone, but in a little while, before we, in a few more slides down, I'm going to look at each individual sign and how you can best work and harness the Venus retrograde energy for you, for your sun sign, okay? But first of all, the overall planetary vibration of a Venus. So when it's in Taurus, so, Taurus, one of the signs that rule, it's about your relationship with money, okay? It's also about your self-worth and about building security. So in this sense, it's like, Venus or the universe is going to send you exactly what you feel worthy of attracting, okay? The other sign that Venus governs is Libra. So this is about your relationship with others, and setting monetary boundaries and that balance of give and take, because that Libra energy likes to give out a lot, okay? And that's great, that's beautiful, but not at your own expense. So with this vibratory energy, it's about you just setting the boundaries, because once you do too much, you cross over that line where you're comfortable, and then it can turn into resentment. So that's what we don't want to do. We want to focus on you and you feeling worthy to receive the financial, reward and revenue that you deserve, right? Okay, so Venus in Leo. So let's look at this, talk about this for a minute. So Venus in Leo is about putting you first. When you think of Leo, it's ruled by the sun. It's a huge energy. Leos like to stand out in the crowd. It is very much about them. And no, it's not being selfish, because it's about them looking after themselves. Because if we don't look after ourselves first, how are we going to look after anyone else? If we don't step up for us first, how can we step up and show up for others? Okay, so with this, I love the Venus in Leo, because it's about showing up for us. It's about being our own cheerleader, because the Leo energy is very much about leadership, but they also like to work with a team. So it's about leadership and governing and managing team and collaborating with people. The Leo likes to be rewarded. It likes the acknowledgement. So Venus in Leo, when it's retrograde, is about you being your own cheerleader, okay? All right, so Venus retrograde, the retrograde transit always gives you a chance to review, to change, look within, restructure, and release anything that's not working. Okay, so this is where we need to be like super honest. Like when we go through our goals, what have we been doing time and time every year, and it's not really working for us. Okay, so there's that saying, you want your life to be different, do something different, okay? And Venus retrograde allows you to go in, reevaluate, and make some changes and restructure. So the Venus retrograde in Leo, it's about you taking control of your life, and it's about noticing the patterns that are happening. Like, is the pattern, did the same thing keep like showing up in your life? I mean, it comes in a different package or with a different person, a different situation, but hang on, really it's the same, okay? It's the same situation. So noticing your patterns, okay? Then stepping into that leadership role and taking control of your life. Then it's reviewing your financial situation and collaborating with others to make a difference. But it all starts from you. It all starts from within, okay? All right, so now I'm going to go through and, do a brief outline of what Venus retrograde in Leo means for your sign, okay? Because each area of the zodiac represents a different area of your house, and each area represents a different area of your life. It's called houses. And so each area, even though the Venus retrograde energy is the same, it's going to show up differently for each sign. All right, now I'll go ahead and I'll put the timestamps downstairs down below, so you know, if you don't want to listen to everyone's sign, or you can just go ahead. All right, so let's start with Aries. So it's 3 points for each of these. So Aries, it's time for you to get real and take control. You know what's not working, and you know what's not gaining traction. So don't, you know, put up with it any longer. Just, you know, make a commitment to review and make some changes. You want to pay attention to your own advice too. Okay, don't go caught up with what other people are doing and saying. Trust yourself. All right. So for Taurus, first of all, stop beating yourself up, Taurus. You know, you're more than capable of doing the job. You do a great job. You are amazing. So you need to give yourself more credit during this time, always, okay? So focus on the now, let go of the past, and just release it. Now, the other thing is, make a list of your financial wins, right? Because quite often, you know, when we're like nervous about something, or we're fearful about something, or we get that niggly voice saying, don't be ridiculous, you can't do it. And guess what? If you think about it, you've probably done it already in some form or another. Okay, so make a list of all your financial wins. So when that like niggly negative Debbie Downer comes through, you can then pivot to that list. All right. Gemini, well, you know, Gemini, you can talk yourself into and out of just about anything, right? So you want to be mindful of your self-talk here. Like, you know, is it serving you, or is it trying to keep you small? All right. So this transit just opens the door for education. And so you want to decide on what is going to be the best for you to focus on right now. Because here's the thing of Gemini, you always want to do so many different things, and you can do them, just not all at once. Okay, so the more right now that you can learn about money management, the more money that you can attract. Okay, so knowledge is power. All right, Cancer, rather, pay attention to your money story, Cancer. So what you say to yourself and how worthy you feel of attracting what you want in life. Like, what is that little message that keeps going around in your mind? All right. This transit will return to you exactly how much you feel you deserve. Okay, so get a bigger picture. Look for investments that provide stability. Real estate is highlighted, so you want to keep up to date with the market right now. Okay, so moving on. So Leo, be aware of past patterns, Leo. Like, you know, Venus retrograde is in your sign. So this is huge. You want to, as I said, you want to pay attention to things that keep coming up, but they come up in different scenarios. So you want to know what you're dealing with. You want to notice it first, because unless you notice it, how can you do anything about it, right? Then set a reward system in place. Like, just chunk your money goals down into smaller achievable points, for smaller achievable goal. And then as you reach those goals, you can cash in on your reward. So this gives you encouragement and helps you feel like you're accomplishing and helps you to keep going. All right. Okay, so Virgo, cast aside and just discard any self-doubts, Virgo, all the reasons why things won't work, and eliminate these thoughts. Like, find solutions. You know, instead of finding what's not working, look for the solution. So set a financial plan in place, and then believe that you can achieve it. Okay, that's the key. Believe that you can achieve it. Now, then write a list of all the ways that you can increase your financial status, then prioritize them, what's like most important, and then put into action. So stay true to your dream money goal. Okay, so Libra, be mindful. Friends and money are not always a good mix. Okay, so before you borrow, lend, or start a business with a friend, do your own research. Make sure it feels right, okay? Next, start networking. This is where your leads come from. But choose your groups, and contacts carefully so you don't waste your time. Philanthropy is highlighted. So helping others, it will achieve their dreams and help to achieve your dreams as well. Okay, so Scorpio, beware of doing the same thing that just keeps giving you the same result, okay? If it's not working, change it. You're a savvy business person. Use your skills and your intuition. You're highly intuitive. So use these skills just to know how and when to change direction, okay? Your intuition won't let you down if you tap into it. So don't throw everything out, though, but do be prepared just to restructure where you need to and start to get into it and find out what are those areas that you can be doing better, okay? Sagittarius, so do an emotional stock take of what you are doing and why you are doing it, okay? So what is your big why? Because when your why is bigger than anything else in your life, that's when the pettiness and the daily obstacles are easier to overcome, because you've got a bigger why, you've got a bigger picture. So, follow your purpose, follow your heart, get in touch with what inspires you, and that's what's going to make the difference with you, Sag, okay? Okay, Capricorn, get in touch with your resistance points. So set your financial goals in place. If you don't have this already set, then Life Purpose Mastery will be excellent for you. Have a look at that program. It's on jenniferangel.com in the program section. Now, so once you set your financial goals, get into that semi-relaxed meditative state, and while reading your goals, ask yourself at each point, each goal you read, what is my resistance level? Rate it 1 to 10. So 1 low, 10 high. Anything higher than 10, go deeper. You want to sort of access, where does the resistance come from? Okay, just keep asking yourself the question, where does it come from? Take note of what comes up for you, write it down. Feel the emotion and then release it. So I'm not even that person anymore. I don't need to keep having this, okay? All right, so Aquarius, partnerships are highlighted, Aquarius. You need a space to be creative. However, teamwork is what brings everything together. When you collaborate with others, you can go a lot further and a lot faster than you can by yourself. But choose your partners carefully. Choose those that allow you to be you, so your uniqueness shines through, okay? Now, schedule reflection time. You want to think and, think, review, plan, do, okay? And Pisces, okay. So Pisces love to go with the flow. So the position of Venus retrograde in relation to Pisces is that you want to incorporate some systems, okay? Systems will help you keep track of your spending, saving, your goals, and will then in turn help you increase your revenue, because you'll know what's working and what's not working. All right, you want to be accountable to either to yourself or engage a coach or an accountability partner. So when you're organized and accountable, then you can see that you're making the progress, and this encourages you, okay? A morning empowerment program also keeps you inspired and with a positive mindset. And all of the above we go through in Life Purpose Mastery. As I said earlier, it's designed as an online course, or you can upgrade to the VIP still, and as you're working through the online course, I'm working with you one-on-one with it. Okay. All right. So thanks so much for being here. I appreciate it. And you know, if you think this could help someone else, then please forward it on. And I'll put it, you know, down below if you're interested in my coaching programs or the Life Purpose Mastery. Reach out to me and you can, you know, book a complimentary session where we can discuss it. Okay. All right, so stop sharing. So we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.